Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. So it's time to blow off the dust. Wait a minute, how's that gonna work? I have to get it started first to blow off the dust. But anyways, we need the backpack blower today, so we're gonna go put some gas in her and fire it up. I don't believe there's any gas left in it. Nope. So we got some gas here. We're gonna put her in and see if she'll fire up. Alright, so yes, it has been a while. A couple years, I guess, actually. I don't think I used this thing last year. I never really needed it, so we're gonna fill her back up here. See if she'll start. Hopefully it starts. Didn't actually bring any tools to open up the air filter and stuff to see if that's alright. I said pulled a lot of gas. I was thinking I was going to have to mix up some more because it was almost out in there, but it's full now, so we got a little bit left there. I wanted to do a two-stroke gas filling video, mixing video for you, but now what have I got here in my shop? That'll open up this cover. Torx bit. Let me see what I got. Oh, it just so happened to have one in my little kit here, so that'll work. Hopefully. Yep. I want to check the air filter, you know, just to make sure that nobody's moved in there kind of over the past couple years. Oh, sure. Now to get that filled up, we got one down here that's almost impossible to get to. Good thing it's got flexible motor mounts on it. I don't think I've ever actually checked this thing. I don't have a lot of hours on this anyways. There might be 5 hours on it at the most. So how are we looking there? That doesn't look too bad. It's quite a filter thing in here though. All this plasticky foamy stuff now, so yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Let's check her out in the sun here. I can see air through it, or light through it, I guess. Yeah, I can see air through it too. I can see light through it, so that's pretty good. That fella there, it must be something for wintertime use. I'm thinking it probably diverts some warmer air back into. Yeah, that's what it does. So that gets locked up in there, and then it sucks some warmer air from the airflow when it's running back inside, so it keeps it kind of de-iced, I guess. I'll just leave her like that, I guess, because I'm not going to be running her in subarctic temperatures. Okay, should be good. Slap this guy back in. It's nice and clean in there, so it's doing its job. So that's good state. I like these foam things now. It's like all the car ones now, right? They're all like that foam stuff. If you ever watch that How It's Made show, they show you how they make those. It's kind of cool. It's like a rubbery goo stuff. I better put it on the right way. A rubbery goo stuff that goes in and forms, and yeah, it's kind of cool. I would check spark plug, but like I say, there's not many hours on it. If it doesn't start, that'll be the first place I'll go walk anyways. Should be good. Should be good. We're gonna have a quick look at our mower too, just to see. I know some of you are saying, oh, it's under warranty, take it in and get the warranty work done on it. I'm like, yeah, you know, I could easily. I was at John Deere the other day, and I could have brought it in, but I want to learn about it and see why it's done that. So we'll look at that after here. But anyways, let's back these up. We'll fire this thing up, hopefully. Alright, so we got a primer bulb here. Hopefully that sucks up some fuel. Got a long way to suck it up, but Oh, there she goes. Hear that? Give the carburetor a little bit extra priming. It's actually got a spring inside of that guy. It's interesting. And turn it choked on. It's got one of the switches that you push, and it's like a momentary switch, I guess. So just turn that to on. I'm not gonna give it any throttle. We'll just try and pull her here and see what happens. Oh, that was pretty darn good. You guys saw me put the fuel in it, so cold yet though. Pretty happy there, really. That's good. Wow, a couple of bolts and away she went. That's crazy. I love the still equipment. It's so awesome. Well, a little bit early to be waking up the neighbors. It's Sunday morning at 8:30, so better not do too much blowing yet. But I'll let her sit there and run a few minutes like that. It shouldn't be too bad. It's not that loud, really. Sweet. Alright, well, we'll let that kind of sit there. Should be good. We'll try blowing some leaves with it a little bit maybe after in front of the house or something here. But I want to look at this more for a quick second here. So yeah, I know you are saying, oh, take it in for warranty, take it in for warranty. Yeah, I know I do have warranty on it and I could take it in, but I'd like to learn and see what's happened with it and why it's done that. So I haven't had this top cover off yet, but I believe there's something under here to do with, I think there's a thermostat or something under there that's messed up, or something's out of adjustment or something for your cold start. Because what I've found is the lever back here that I've shown you a few times, of course, it kind of goes to the carburetor, but then there's another rod that goes up into the shroud here somewhere. So I want to have a look at it and see anything really that I can do, or if it does need a new part. I do have a very good friend that works on a lot of Briggs & Stratton professionally for 22 years, so he knows all about these. That's why he said way back, oh, you're going to have problems with that cold starting. I'm like, oh great, he called it before it even happened. So, yeah, so lots of fun. So, don't know how much I got to look at here. But I might just take this top shroud off. This cover does come off too. That'd be good for holding bolts and nuts and stuff. And that will have to probably come off, this plastic cover off the recoil, because it's bigger than this plastic shroud. So I got some tools here. Let's get some tools going and just pop the shroud off. And looks like I got, it can just come off. That's actually your drain tube. This guy here, you somehow put it down there and drain it still all over the tire, but that's your oil drain tube, which we'll be using that in the spring when we have to do that. So looks like bolts all around. Couple maybe down in the shroud here. And then we'll have to take this guy off. So we'll work on this guy first, I guess. I would imagine this to be all metric stuff. So these little guys are probably smaller than a 10. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Try an 8 on them, maybe. Yeah, that'll work. cover off. Oh, wow, it's rusty in there already. We'll see that in a moment. So these are probably a 10. Are they a bit bigger? Oh, 10. Okay, so we got quite a few of these to take off. Probably into the metal, so they won't be too bad. And I got the fuel pump here that's kind of screwed onto the shroud too. We'll have to pull him off. Hopefully they don't have a bunch of weird, stupid, weird spacers and stuff that all fall out of these when I take these off of here, which you know it might. Hopefully not. Okay, so all those peripheral bolts are out. Probably don't need to take this pump off of here, but I think I will. So we'll soon be pulling batteries too out of things here, this thing and then a couple other things. We'll need batteries pulled, so okay, so that's clear and the shroud's clear, except there's 2 bolts that are going down into here, which are really small ones. They're definitely smaller than an 8 mil. 7 was too big, 6 is too small. 1/4 inch fits. Isn't that funny? They mix things up. I presume I do need to take this off. It looks like it's all part of the shroud. So we will. And should be able to start this up, I think, with the shroud off carefully. See what's going on in here. So there we go. All right. I can't figure it out. I don't know. We'll figure something out, I guess. But okay, let's have a look here. Okay, that is kind of funny. Now that I've taken the shroud off, it actually seems to work. I think. I haven't started it, of course, yet. Everything's cold, but so it must work on something to do with airflow off the flywheel. That's why it's such a huge fan to suck air in too, of course, but it also pipes it out the back. Let me think now. It pipes it out the back here. There's 2 holes in that guy there that it comes out the back, so that's its exit. But interesting. But up is on for choke, so you can see it. So that would be choke on there, and that's choke off when it's running. Well, isn't that interesting? I wonder if it'll start now. I wonder if it was jammed or something. It's jammed in the open position, but I don't know. Because I did make a note here that says up is choke on this lever back here, and it's right up now. So the air should blow it. So I'm not sure what this little guy is here then. What this thing does, it's like a stopper or something. It does have a spring load in it. And that would technically push down to turn and keep the choke off. Maybe because low idle it might kind of come back on again, but I don't know. See there now it seems to be. It's not springing back quite like it should, but let's see if it'll start. Oh, I got all these bolts all over the place here now. Let me clean up here a second. Okay, it doesn't show it very good on camera, but it probably won't work the way it should with the shroud off, but I'm hoping that it... It's almost like the spring isn't quite tight enough. That's quite floppy there too, but I'm going to try to start it here. Everything's clear, it should be all good. The pump should be alright where it is there. And maybe we'll just stick this guy back on here to just to say we did. Kind of blocks you guys up a little bit though, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe we'll try to run it without it. Okay, so I'm not going to give it full throttle. And plastic should be good. Let's see what happens here. Full throttle maybe. That doesn't seem to change or move anything. Interesting. I should have started by now. It's trying to go. Try manually turning this off. Ooh, she's not happy there. Let's go again. That's not opening that choke enough. So there must be an adjustment somewhere here that I gotta make on the choke system. Well, that's right closed, but then didn't seem to want to start until well, now it's right closed. Interesting. Let's try it again here. Very interesting. It actually does need gas too, so that might be part of the problem as well. Potentially. I could put some gas in it, I guess, here too, maybe. Okay, we got the gas in there now. The light's off, so that's good. So got no excuse now. I don't think it'll make a difference if the filter was off, but we'll just put that maybe back on just to say we did. That actually might create a little more drag. And it might actually start better. So, that is right closed there. So let's try it again here. That doesn't seem to be kind of resetting itself. It's almost like that little spring needs a little more tension on it. That would be running there and it kind of pulls it and doesn't really shut it right off. I don't really want to adjust that spring though if that's not the actual problem. But, you know, if I simulate. Okay, let's just start it again, shut it off, and then that's where it's going to sit, okay? Okay, I'm done mowing for the day, blah, blah, blah. Now, actually, let's see what happens when, with this fin when we just try to start it again. Well, now that it's warm, it's not going to matter, but now, if, for instance, this got a little more pull on it, I wonder if it would make any difference. See, it does kind of close it more, but not a tremendous amount. That thing seems like everything's moving good. It's not like it's dragging anywhere. There's a lot of mechanism though here that it's got to move though, right? Which is kind of strange, but how that's pull this a little more. Okay, I'm gonna hold it here, start it, and see what it does when it shuts off. think that's better there. I'm gonna put a little tick right where the thing ended here. And I'll test it again without me pulling on that spring and see where it goes then. Wasn't happy that time. Yeah, it's way less, so this is where it stopped. This is where it stopped there, and when I hold tension on the spring, that's where it stopped, so it made quite a big difference there. Interesting. I'm not 200% sure what to say on that, if I should adjust that spring or not. So I just tried to test with the shroud on. I didn't videotape it, sorry, but it did the exact same thing. I thought maybe with the shroud the air might be different. Didn't seem to make a difference. So interesting. Very interesting. Because I would think that thing kind of should reset itself right back. And it does when it's got that, but it's such a gradual turn-off, I guess it's kind of like, it just kind of sits there, it doesn't spring right back. It stops there. I would say that spring needs a little more tension on it. Very interesting. I'm going to consult my buddy, I guess, and see what he thinks. He's worked on these for like a long time, so he should know exactly what to do or what's going on with it. So, boy, that flywheel sure is getting rusty already, though. I'm only jumping. I'll probably have a problem soon with no spark, and the magnet is kind of dirty over here already. So, I don't know if I should oil that up with something or just leave it. It's easy to get to, I guess, anyway. So, anyways, I'll consult with him and see what he thinks. Okay, so we had a torrential storm the other day there, and wind and stuff, and for some reason it blew leaves where we normally don't get leaves blown into beside our house here. So, normally they don't do that. And funny enough, since we lost that big chunk off the tree off the far side of the other side of the house there, we've had a heck of a lot less of them blown over the roof because it was high enough they just hit the roof, blow over, and land right here, right? So, but we're gonna fire up this guy here and load her on and see if we can blow some leaves out of here. it'll do for now. I got lots of trees here with leaves on them still, so usually these oak trees at the gates here keep their leaves till pretty much the last, so there's going to be more to clean up yet anyway, so there's no point in getting too crazy on it, but it's got most of our front yard done up, so alright, sweet. Okay, that worked pretty good. Shut her down. So another job I do need to do is my eaves troughs, but as in my roof is white with frost right now, that'd be extraordinarily slippery, so I'm gonna have to wait till later to do that, I guess. We can do that later. Alright, well, let's get up on the roof and check eaves troughs. Well, a bit of crud in them, not too bad though. Losing this piece of tree really helped. I love trees, but sometimes they're a pain in the rear end too, right? So, we've got a blow. I like to try to get down. It's a bit difficult with this one. Handheld's nice. I can see air coming out the tube. It goes way out there, so we're good. I don't know if I can blow this one or not because of that little support guy there, but I don't think I can quite get him, but it should be okay. Not that many leaves anyway, so oh, this sucks with an extra 30 pounds on your back. Almost lost her. Alright, so because this thing's on this side, my right side, I got to start over here and blow down that way. The roof looks good though. That's the damage that happened to the eaves trough from that tree. She kind of hit up here and boing, 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 all the way down and ended up mushing off my eaves trough. Which I pretty much got to get a new chunk made. It's hard to kind of join that stuff, but I guess it's going to drain out the end there anyway, so. Freaking tree. You culprit, bad boy. So here's where it punched the eaves off really hard, or sorry, the shingles really hard. So I gooped it up. I gooped her up pretty good. This whole piece had ripped kind of back, so I got underneath and glued it up, and it should run down and do its normal thing. So, frickin' trees. I love trees. I love breathing. Don't get me wrong. But trees close to a house suck. So yeah, and I didn't realize when I started working on these shingles with no gloves on, these have fiberglass inside of them. There's fiberglass strands in these, and oh boy, I got some prickles on my fingers. So there's some of it maybe right there, and not so much else, but yeah, there's fiberglass strands in these. So IKO stepped their stuff up a bit and started stringing them with fiberglass so they hold together a little better maybe. Anyways, that's it. It's all my eaves troughs. I just got back from my stepdad's there and did his eaves troughs, and then we blew all his stuff down to the road, and they'll come with their sucking trucks and pick that up, so that's kind of nice. So, but oh, we missed one here. We missed one. Okay, so this is fun. I got to try to reach behind me. Grab the pull cord. Oh, for some reason it's not usually that hard. Where the heck is it? Grab the pull cord. That's what I'm talking about. I could get that one, but I don't think I can get my my tube down there. I could try to just blow some air at it, I guess. See if it'll blow air through it. I just can't get in here with this tree branch here. That's not too bad. Alright, now we gotta get down without dying. Hopefully that's alright. Well, I guess that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. That was a busy day. I did some stuff that I didn't show you guys. So one being going to my stepdad's to blow his leaves around. And I did a change of oil on the car. She was pretty thick and black, so I didn't bother filming that because, you know, I started doing it and he showed up, picked me up. We went over there and, you know, it just wouldn't have worked. So, but the next oil change, I'll show you. Had to get a special tool to take the filter off way underneath. That sucked. That sucked. But whoever put it on, I had to get my boot on my socket wrench and push for all I was worth, and it finally broke it free. Can't believe it. It's only a plastic cap. How tight do you need to put it on? But, geez, you know what else I need to do? Hang on a sec here. There, now I don't have to fire up my air compressor. I have a handheld one. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, the car, instead of having a nice spin-on filter, no, you got to take this silly cap off, and this thing's inside, a little tiny stupid thing, and put it back together, and then away you go. It's like, wow, you know, changing the oil on Fred Flintstone's car probably was easier, but you know, whatever, Toyota. And I know you're gonna say, don't put the Fram into it, don't put the Fram into it. That's all I could get. Unless I wanted to get like Rock Auto, I could have get the actual Toyota one for quite a bit more, but they both seem to be pretty much exactly the same, except this one was dirtier and the other one was cleaner. So, but you know what, I've ran Fram, that rhymes, for a lot of years, different things, never had a problem. So I don't know why they got a bad name, but I think they're pretty good. So I'm gonna just set you down here for a moment, and of course my towel just blew away, but I have a spare one, and I just want to check this 4.3 liters of oil in this thing, and it does need some more. It does need some more. So we'll top her up. I just kind of poured it into the jug. And it worked pretty good, but I don't think we need to add a whole lot more. Just a little bit more. Come on, baby. Okay. I could have measured it, I guess. It does have a measuring guy on this, but let's just add it and check it. Usually get her pretty good. Sweet. But anyways, I'm just going to clean up, finish up here. Gosh darn, it's almost time to go home. I spent all day over at his place doing his leaves, but anyways, he needed the help, so we went and helped him. But anyways, that's it. We'll catch you all later. Thanks again for watching, and have yourselves a good day. Oh, wait a minute. I did ask my buddy about the mower. He didn't come over, he had planned today, but he said this doesn't have anything to do with this cold starting. It says there's a thermostat on the muffler where I don't see it anywhere. I don't see anything under here unless it's right inside the muffler. I'm looking all through. I don't see any wires or anything going to anything. So I don't know. He's the mechanic, he's the expert, he's worked on these for years, but I think this is just a system where it relies on this return spring to bring it back to cold. I don't know. I don't know. There's a fuel solenoid shutoff thing here. I know that. That's this guy under the manifold here. And this is part of the throttle system here, this lever. It's good tension on that spring because this is your throttle plate here and the back one's your choke plate. So, I don't know, I'm a little bit misty-eyed about it, but I'll give you all a good look here. You know, that hooks right through the carburetor to this big wind vane where it should reset itself and go back to cold start. And when it fires up, is my thought, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. It sat here for a while. That choke is right up now. See if it starts now at all. That's weird, eh? Weird. What he was saying is there's a thermostat in there that should keep that thing open after it's hot, so the choke doesn't come on when it's hot. So I'm going to let it run and actually warm up quite a piece in there. I want to see if that thing stays open or if it just shuts and closes the carb or the choke again. So I'm a little bit perplexed of it, though. I don't see anything to do with the thermostat on there other than that other little thing on the bottom that doesn't seem to do anything. So I don't know, I'm going to leave it, let it run for a bit. Just keep checking the oil on this till it's good, and then when that's warmed up, we'll shut her off and see what it does. That's all I can do. Yeah, it's pretty warm in there. It should be fine. It's been running about 20 minutes now, maybe. I put the shroud back on, but I don't know if I want to take it off while it's still running because of that thing spinning in there. That will probably be bad, so I'm going to shut it off, I guess, see where that thing sits, and then I'm going to try to pull it off gently here. Okay. So hopefully this has about the same where I marked before. So that is weird. I'd really like to see her reset back. I don't know. It's almost like to me like this spring is just not tight enough. If I can get in here and just give it a pull. See, that much tension has now reset that thing. Interesting. So I don't know, what do you guys think? It's definitely nice and warm, so and this thing here hasn't moved at all, although that's back up to where choke should be on, so nothing's changed here with this. Although this thing feels a little bit softer than it did before. This little guy here, is that supposed to maybe spring down and then keep it, oh it's hot, to keep that open then? And then when it cools off, it's supposed to retract itself back in. Interesting. So maybe this thing is shot, needs a new thermostat guy, because I can feel it's getting pretty warm off the cylinder here. So I kind of think that this thing should be probably, I don't know if I can get you up here. This thing should probably be pushing down like that, but it almost seems like it would kind of push off. I don't know. He's going to maybe come over, probably not today to look at it, but he said, yeah, I'll come over and have a look and see. But he also said, oh, that thing's under warranty, you can take it in for warranty. I'm like, well, yeah, I know, but I want to learn about it. I want to learn how it works, so. Well, that's cool. That's the high-speed throttle stop there, I believe. Or not. Okay, what's this thing do then? What's this thing do? I thought that was my throttle plate. I thought it was. I can't get in here, it's too hot now. Oh, Okay, so what is this thing doing? Oh, is that part of the governor maybe? Let's start up again, see what that part does. Oh, I see. Throttle, yeah. Right. That's actually my idle there. So that part works. That's working, but just not that choke part. See where it stopped there now, even worse. I don't know. I'm gonna have him come and have a boo at it, see what he thinks. Maybe, I don't know, do you guys know if this thermostat, is that this thing here? It's not working. Maybe that's supposed to push down and keep it open, but this is definitely not springing back, I don't think, so interesting. Look at the rust. Wow. Wow, I guess if they paint those, though, it puts them out of balance, right? So, but yeah, she's warm. She's going a little aggressive ahead, and it's all gone now, though. So, anyways, that is it for today. Thanks again for watching. The car is good, nice and filled up, fresh oil. That was really dirty oil, though. I didn't realize it was that bad, and it was only like 8,000 kilometers. So what's that telling me? I don't know. 110,000 kilometers on it now, I think, on this car. So Toyota should go another 500,000 easy, you'd think, but we'll see. It's been a good car. Not a problem with it at all, actually, compared to my truck. But anyways, that's it. We'll catch you all later. You guys have a good one, and thanks again for watching.